India, one of the major greenhouse emitter and one of the most vulnerable countries in the world in terms of climate change. The country is already experiencing the changes in climate and the negative impacts of climate change like water stress, heat waves, rise in temperature, droughts, severe storms with extreme flooding. With a population of 1.2 billion and majority of people are dependent on agriculture, India probably will be severely impacted by continuing climate change. Global climate projection indicates several changes in India's future climate change. Global observation of melting glaciers suggests that climate change is well underway in the region, with glacier receding at an average rate of 10 to 15 meters per year. If the rate increases, then flooding is likely to occur in rivers, valleys, resulting in scarcity of drinking water and irrigation. The rise in temperature over Indian subcontinent, a warming over 0.5 degrees Celsius is likely to occur over all India by 2030. Increased warming will lead to higher tropospheric ozone pollution and air pollution in all major cities like Delhi, Mumbai, Kolkata, Bengaluru and Hyderabad. While talking about the monsoon season, the monsoon rain is likely to come in the form of fewer rainy days but more days of extreme rainfall event, leading to significant flooding. Growing emission of aerosol from energy production and other sources may suppress rainfall, leading to drier conditions, affecting both regional and global hydrological cycles and agricultural production. This type of sudden monsoonal changes will affect farmers. It may reduce the productivity of Indian agricultural sector. There is a clear link between the health of Amazon forest and the health of our planet. Let's take the biggest example, the Amazon forest, a home to species of animals, reptiles and many different plants. Spread over 1.4 billion acres of dense forest, almost 50% of remaining tropical forest on our planet. The rainforest, which contain or absorb 90 to 140 billion metric tons of carbon, helping the local and global climate stability. Deforestation may release significant amount of this carbon, which could have catastrophic consequences around the world. The Amazon is a home to more than 40,000 plant species, 3,000 fish species and more than 370 types of reptiles. More than 30 million people, including 350 indigenous and ethnic groups, live in Amazon and depend on nature for agriculture, clothing and traditional medicines. Now let's talk about fuel and energy. We are running out of fossil fuels, with the world's population projected to increase over 9 billion in next coming 40 years. According to International Energy Agency, the production from known oil and gas reserves will fall by 40 to 60% by 2030.
Delhi Pollution Control Committee has started cracking down on different sources of pollution in the capital ahead of the winter season. An inspection of all ready-mix concrete plants and construction sites with an area of more than 20,000 square meter was conducted this week, and fines of Rs 3.1 crores have been imposed on RMC plants found to be violating dust norms. Construction sites violating norms meanwhile were fined Rs 80 lakh by DPCC. Of the 93 RMC plants inspected, 54 were found to be operational, while 31 were found to not be taking adequate measures against dust pollution. DPCC said at 11 of these sites, directions have been issued to stop operations. But in all 31 sites, notices to impose a penalty ranging from Rs 5 lakh to Rs 20 lakh have been issued, DPCC said in a statement on Saturday. Officials said the violations at the RMC plants included uncovered building materials like sand and cement, unpaved roads leading to the working area, no sprinkling systems in place, uncovered conveyor belts, and non-operational wheel washing facilities. DPCC also inspected construction sites with an area of over 20,000 square meter and found 3 sites not using anti-smog guns, with their work halted until they install these guns for violating and not following dust control measures. 8 sites have been issued notices with fines ranging from Rs 5 lakh to Rs 20 lakh. The drive against construction sites has only begun, and one-third of the sites have been covered so far. In the coming week, the remaining two-thirds sites will also be covered.
Meanwhile, the demand in emerging economies like China or Brazil is going to sky high. The global warming threatens the fragile balance of our planet ecosystem. The cost of adapting to climate change will be colossal. A recent EIA report suggests that by 2030, the world may need to spend more than 200 billion euros a year on essential measures such as building flood defenses, transporting water for agriculture, and rebuilding infrastructure affected by climate change. The global energy sector holds the key. It is responsible for around two-thirds of global greenhouse gas emission. Coal is the most carbon-intensive fuel and the single largest source of global greenhouse gas emission. For some countries, nuclear power is seen to be a best part of solution to the energy crisis. It produces large-scale electricity with low carbon emission, although mining and enriching uranium is very energy intensive. But we cannot escape the reality that nuclear fission produces dangerous waste that remains highly toxic for thousands of years. Nuclear is no easy technology. It requires a sophisticated and trained staff and only works on large scale, providing power round the clock. In order to cut global greenhouse gas emission by at least 80% by 2050, the world needs a drastic transition toward renewable energy sources such as solar energy, wind energy, geothermal energy, ocean energy, hydropower energy, bioenergy, and bioethanol type of fuel. We can also reduce carbon emission using plug-in electric vehicles that can keep our town clean, and in general electric vehicle produces fewer emissions. They are connected, fun, practical, they can reduce emission and even save our money. Fueling and electricity offers some advantages not available in conventional internal combustion engine vehicles. Because electric motor reacts quickly, electric vehicles are responsive and have a very good torque. Electric vehicles are more often digitally connected than conventional vehicles. Electric vehicles have the capability to reduce the emissions that contribute to climate change and smog, improving public health and reducing ecological damage. Charging your EV on renewable energy such as solar or wind minimizes these emissions even more. Wish you could have more than just recycling and reducing your carbon footprint to combat climate change through photosynthesis, or the best practice to reduce greenhouse gas emission is tree plantation. Trees absorb odors and pollutants like nitrogen oxide, ammonia, sulfur dioxide, and ozone. It is estimated that one tree can absorb nearly 10 pounds of polluted air each year and release around 260 pounds of oxygen. Apart from cleaning the air, trees prevent soil erosion and rainwater runoff. During heavy rainfall, water runoff finds its way into streams, lakes, and wetlands, creating the potential for flooding. Leaf canopies help buffer the falling rain, and roots hold the soil in place, encouraging the water to seep into the ground rather than run off. Gardening can be intimidating for newbies because there are so many variables. NASA had suggested few plants which helps you maintain good air quality index inside your house or in your garden. These plants are pothos, commonly known as money plant, and second one is sansevieria, peace lily, aloe vera, and Boston fierce. These plants are very effective and very powerful. They act as a natural purifier. It reduces the most common pollutants like benzene, formaldehyde, xylene, bacteria, toluene, and these type of plant extremely strong and they can survive in most extreme situations. These plants need less care and they are easy to maintain. So just choose your spot in your garden or your yard and you are good to go. Happy tree plantation. Trees conserve energy in summer and winter, providing shade from hot summer and shelter from cold winter winds. Trees provide nesting sites, food, shelter for birds. Hang a feeder in one of the branches and enjoy the bird song all day long. Squirrels also love to make their homes in trees. A view of trees in urban areas has been proven to reduce stress, anxiety, and even the crime rate. Trees can live hundreds of years, so when you plant a tree, you are gifting to your children and grandchildren. It's a symbol of your commitment to the environment and the beauty of the world around you that will live on far beyond your lifetime. If you found this video useful, then make sure to hit the like button, also subscribe to the channel and hit the bell notification for upcoming updates. If you love this video, then make sure to share with your friends, family and in your WhatsApp group, Facebook group. If you are a nature lover, then help this video to reach masses. Every day is Earth Day. The world is one. Thank you so much for watching. Bye bye. Take care.